Keron Rose, our digipreneur, joins us from Thailand, and as always, we thank him for checking in. It's early morning here, it's more or less evening time, sun about to set on his side of the world, but the conversations continue, and this time around, a very important talking point. We are treating with careers, jobs that might not exist in the years ahead. Careers to stay away from today. You could imagine that, Keron. Where do we even start? I mean, and why are we even in this place at this point in time? Good morning to you.
Oh boy, good morning, good morning, good morning. And this is a conversation that is heating up because the truth is, Jason, nobody could have predicted how fast and how good the thousands of AI tools and applications and robotics and automations, nobody could have predicted just how far and how fast and how good these things have gotten, to the point now where we have thousands of students across the Caribbean who are spending years and tens of thousands of dollars, as we know, and they're preparing right now for careers that are going to be gone within the next couple of years. And we are not aligning our education with the future of jobs. And because we are not doing that, and because we are not really discussing that on a major level, I'm actually surprised. If you watch the movie The Purge, you know that big, that sound, I'm surprised that alarm signal isn't going on, because this has to be the biggest challenge happening right now in education and the future of jobs. People who are in school looking to pivot their career, or this is their, they're coming out of Form 5 and they're in university now, and they're studying for things that are going to be gone in the next coming years.
So give me a career path that more or less will become obsolete in the years ahead.
So let's start with some of the degrees that are losing their value very fastly due to artificial intelligence, due to automation, and then also due to the world. We also have to keep in mind that outside of artificial intelligence, we still have to compete with our skill sets because the world is now a globally connected village. People don't have to use an accountant in Trinidad anymore. They can use an accountant in another country, right? We've seen doctors doing surgery from China and performing a surgery in Italy, right? So we've seen some of these things and where they're going. So some of the degrees right now that if you are doing these degrees, you need to either be looking to see if the job you are looking at is gonna be gone within the next 5 years to 10 years, or if you're gonna have to pivot and specialize. So one, if you're doing anything with general business administration degrees, watch out. If you are doing accounting, if you're doing things like basic accounting, right? If you're in forensic accounting or you're in strategic finance, you're good. But basic accounting, you have artificial intelligence that are chewing up a lot of the accounting jobs. Human resource management, again, artificial intelligence is taking away a lot of the roles and functions of the HR team, where they're going to be hiring less and less as they leverage more and more tools, right? If you're doing anything office administrative within your degrees, chances are it's going to be automated and gone. Hospitality and tourism management, again, another degree where there's going to be a lot of changes. We are seeing countries or places where you could book online and the combination to the door and everything is sent to you. You don't have to check in with nobody. So we can see a lot more of these self-check-in for hotels going to be happening as well. And again, if you're in law, now this is the last degree I'll mention, law, a lot of these roles, like think paralegal, think anybody that's doing research assistance for legal, right? A lot of these roles within the law space are going to be gone due to automation as well. So if you're taking these things, these are roles that are going to be gone within the next coming years.
I guess you will still need a human being on the back end to probably just, to run the system. But in terms of the amount of staff required right now, you're suggesting that it's going to definitely diminish, or it will definitely come down to none?
It's both, right? It's both depending on the industry and depending on the task, right? A lot of these tasks that are repetitive tasks, they're going to be gone. So like, for example, if you are in data entry, a perfect example, if you're in data entry, you don't have a future within the next 2 years. Because AI can do every single thing that somebody doing data entry could do right now. Even if I take my phone and I take a picture with ChatGPT and I have everything handwritten down. ChatGPT is already importing all of that data. We don't need data entry specialists anymore. So that's like a perfect example of a job that there's still people doing it right now, right? But within the next 2 years, that's a job that is gone.
So you would suggest at this point in time, when picking a degree, when trying to do tertiary studies, what's a particular sector, what's an avenue that people need to start looking towards so that they can stay competitive and make themselves employable?
Yeah, so everybody should be looking at their skill sets and their industries and seeing how things are changing, right? Because even if the job is not going to disappear, it's going to change. So let me give you the stat. This is coming straight from the World Economic Forum, right? The World Economic Forum says 44% of workers' core skills will all change by 2028. And that's nearly half of what we rely on today, are going to be gone or replaced. So even if your industry, even if your skill set, like again, if you're in accounting, right, you're going to be impacted because with the more finance artificial intelligence tools that come out to the market, there's just going to be less and less things to do. So we're not saying we're going to get rid of accountants. No, you're going to have to pivot. What does that pivot look like is going to be the homework that you are going to have to do. Everybody should be looking out for two things. One, is my job going to be something that's gone within the next 5 years? Think cashiers. We really might see, especially when you go to a lot of these other countries, cashiers don't exist. It's self-checkout for everything. The reality is that's spreading. That's becoming the norm everywhere else in the world. That can happen here in Trinidad. If you're a cashier, again, you should be thinking about this as well. So think about, is my job going to be gone within the next 5 years? Or what is the pivot in my industry going to be? And those are going to be what you need to think of right now, because again, everybody has kids in school, in university, or they're in school themselves taking masters and PhDs for things that are not going to exist within the next 5 to 10 years.
Wow, you know, what you're explaining is, I guess, the reality of the times, and many looking on or hearing this, they will get nervous, you know, Keron. That's the reality. But I guess,
as they should.
Yeah. But
that's the reality. Listen, we've coddled the Caribbean region long enough, folks. It's not happening tomorrow. It's here. Jobs are being replaced, and because TNT has held on to jobs that should have been made redundant many years ago. It's still common for us to go into a police station and see them taking notes on a paper. It's still common to see people writing in notes in government ministries, writing in paper. A lot of these things are going to be gone. We just held on long enough. But now, because we've held on to so many outdated systems, you see that jump from where we are to where we are going, where we need to be. That jump is so massive because we were never iterating along the way. We just kept kicking the can because we didn't want to displace anybody, because we have no plan to upskill anybody, right? We haven't heard a plan about upskilling the nation ever. Right? I can't think of the last time I heard something like Singapore with the Prime Minister Lawrence Wong coming out saying, hey, everybody over the age of 35, we have a national upskilling drive right now. These are the areas the country has identified that are the next things that we need to get into. These are the roles, these are the courses, these are the steps to upskill yourself to fit into these new things. I have never seen anything like that for the Caribbean region, and that is what we need right now, because right now, the shift is going to hit us so hard, and we have no idea how unprepared we are.
Keron Rose, again, bringing the stark reality. Thanks for touching base, and let's keep the conversation going next week. God spare.
No problem. Take care.
Keron Rose.
Oh, Jason, one last thing. Oh, one last thing. Yeah. To help everybody, 7 o'clock tonight, I am doing a career pivot free workshop. Go to my website, KeronRose.com, look for the workshops, free if you are looking for a pivot, you need help with career guidance, free workshop tonight, 7 o'clock, go to my website and register for free. Thank you.
All the best, Keron. Well done. And kudos there to Sheldon in Master Control. Keron, your feed away and you come back in real smooth. It was like a mix. Well done, Sheldon. That was smooth, man. Good stuff. With that, well, Keron is gone now officially, and we're going to make way for conversations on cancer.